Hey, what's up, you guys? Sorry, no mic. I just want to hurry and pump this one out because I'm not pumped. So I did some research this morning that made up my mind for what I wanted to do about muscle retention and keto and all this stuff and carb loading, and finally I just figured it out. So this is more geared towards men. Sorry, ladies. I apologize. The research that I did was more for testosterone, so I'm sorry. That being said, let's get into this. They did a study on two groups of people. They ran them on a keto diet, and they ran another group of people on your typical American diet, which is like 55% carbohydrates, 25% fats, and 20% protein, I think, roughly that area. And then they ran the other ones on a keto. And so they did this for a couple of weeks, and they tested their cholesterol levels. Let me tell you guys something about cholesterol, especially if any of you are older and you went to your doctor and your doctor's like, man, your cholesterol levels are really high. Okay, there's good and there's bad cholesterol, just like there's good and there's bad fats. So HDL being the good cholesterol that we need. When you went into this keto diet, the group of people that were in this keto diet had higher cholesterol levels. And that would seem like a bad thing for the mainstream media people and all this, people who listen to that. But the other group of people that were in the mid-American diet had a lower cholesterol level. This is where this is important. So the guys in the keto diet had a higher cholesterol level, granted, but it was of HDL, which is the good cholesterol we need, which basically converts with a cytochrome and becomes testosterone. So if you don't have these HDLs, which the people on the American diet had dramatic decreases in, like 36% in nanogram per deciliter, whereas I had the keto diet, which was at 118% increase. It basically significantly goes to tell you in the long run that the guys or the people that are running these mid-American diets are having lower cholesterol levels, granted, but they're also lowering their HDL levels, which is what we need to convert into testosterone. And so basically what I'm trying to get at, long story short, is I have a photo shoot coming up in like 2 weeks, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do carb loading and break keto or what I wanted to do. And I made up my mind. So in the long run, lean muscle mass is what's going to be most important. If they say that a bodybuilder only retains about, my wife's up. You only retain about 1 pound of lean body mass, lean muscle mass per year. Most of these keto diets and these studies are ran off of a weekly basis or maybe off of a month. So it's kind of hard to draw conclusively that a keto diet doesn't help you produce more muscle than not being on a keto diet. You get a fluff when you take those carbohydrates. So that being said, I feel freaking amazing on keto. My cognitive function is through the roof. I've never felt this quick, this sharp, this everything. I have these little bursts when I'm lifting weights where I get into like the 5-6 region and I feel like I start to get fatigued, but I pump it out till I get into like the 20 region, 16, 17, and I get all this energy right back. So that being said, if you're a guy and you're wondering what to do about muscle retention, I have a photo shoot. I'm going to run keto all the way until about 2 to 3 days before, and I will fluctuate some high glycemic carbs in there to spec my insulin to see where the fluff goes and what happens. The key while I'm doing this is not putting water in, because the whole reason that I look shredded all the time is because I'm on a ketogenic diet now. I did not have this midsection before. I was just full all the way around, that's what you're looking for. That's what you want to do. That's cool. But you guys are going to come to learn I'm all about functionality. So in the long run, it's kind of hard to say whether being on keto is bad or not. But I know that my testosterone levels will be higher, which I'm all natural. So for me, that's crucial. I need to squeeze every single percent of every testosterone I can get out of anything I take. It's easy to say, I'm going to run keto. So if you guys are wondering what to do, carb load. If you guys need to look aesthetically pleasing while you're on ketosis, you're going to break your ketosis, you're going to break it. But, you're going to look however you want. Just don't add the water in there. Just do the carbohydrates. The reason you're on keto and you look shredded all the time because there's no water. So that being said, I made up my mind. I hope I made some of you make up your mind. Take care. Keep it locked in. It's Marvin.